Hey guys, it's your girl. Um, I'm gonna let you guys know it's shush. I'm doing a video. It's been a rough few days for me. Okay, I've put up with a lot. As you can hear, I'm losing my voice. What can I say? you know, but I've done a lot of stepping up to people who think they can bully me. Me, the unbullyable. And I don't know if I was successful, but these people were successful in a way on me. Okay? I'm going to let you guys know right now. I am a very insecure person. I've always been insecure. A lot of things happened when I was in my childhood that I will not go into because frankly it's none of your business. But I will say that those things had a dual effect on me. Okay? These things had a dual effect on me. First of all, when these things happened to me as a kid, it helped me build the mask you see. This mask of a strong woman that does not let anyone walk over her. That's one effect it had. The other effect my childhood had on me is that I'm very, very insecure about myself. I'm very afraid of losing what I've worked and fought so hard to get. And I'll tell you the truth. I don't like people making accusations at me or my family. That's what I've put up with this week. A lot of accusations. And one was squashed. I will tell you that one was squashed, and I've left that alone. Doesn't matter. Does it mean that I'm still not upset about it? No, I'm still upset. But I'm going to leave it alone. Mainly because it also involves another family member. And I will do nothing to hurt that person. I refuse. In that situation, there's basically 4 people involved. And unfortunately, my name, I should say 5, 5. But somehow, my name got brought up. Now, I will say I did make a mistake. And I owned up to it. That's just the kind of person I am. I own up to my mistakes. And I apologize for my mistakes. And I did. But it's only one little small mistake that I made. And all kinds of accusations came flying my way at my husband. Now, I don't know how other women in this world deal with situations where people are trying to bash your man. I'm an old-fashioned kind of girl. I may have been raised in the city, and I say this 100 times, and I'll keep saying it because it's true. I may have been raised in the city, but I spent every summer in the country. It's like that song, I'm a little bit country and I'm a little bit rock and roll. I'm letting you guys know now. That situation was squashed, and I'm not going to let it happen again. As far as I know, it was squashed. It's done. And I'm not going to name people's names. I'm letting you know that now. If you watch my videos, if you were involved in it, you know who you are. So I'm going to leave names out of it. Simply put, I'm not putting I will put you on blast anonymously because you know who you are. Another accusation was thrown at my husband for kind of like being two-faced. You know, I shouldn't say he was doing one thing and saying another, or saying one thing and doing another. It wasn't like that. This is the second situation, done with the first. This was involving two people, my husband and another person. And I'm not involved in this, but you have to understand, even though I'm not involved, I live with this man. I saw the effect it had on him. And in kind, I got angry. That's how I am. I back my man up. I protect my husband. That's how I am. And for somebody to say something that I don't want to go into full detail. Let's just say it just happened the other day. It just happened the other day. And he came in to the house and he stormed upstairs and he would not talk to me. That's how angry he was. And in kind, it got me angry. When I found out what happened, because it didn't just happen to my husband, but my child was in the vicinity when it happened. I don't appreciate it. It should never have happened in front of my child. Never. And the next situation happened in front of my children, and it directly involved me. And the reason why I don't have my voice and I'm so hoarse, this situation broke me down. It broke me down mentally, okay? It put a huge crack in my facade, my wall, if you will. I'm telling you right now, it will not happen again. It will not. Because if this person steps to me again, and I'm not naming names, but if this person steps to me again, he will have consequences. Simply put, he will have consequences. You gotta understand me. And a lot of people do. I'm known. I have a large large family, extended family, and a lot of friends. And I'm not that chick that you can step to and talk down to like I'm a piece of dirt under your boot. This person broke my facade yesterday. And if you know me, I have a short fuse. A very short fuse. And I inherited that short fuse from my mother because her fuse was even shorter. She would just pop off. But I'm letting you know, if this person would have just shut up when he had the chance, nothing would have happened. I was trying my best to avoid a situation, telling this person to keep it pushing, keep stepping, keep it trucking, move on. He wouldn't. He wouldn't. Kept yelling at me and screaming at me. Now I understand this person may be inebriated. I don't care. When you call me a liar to my face, and that's what he did. He called me a liar. I tried to hold my cool. Tried. And I told him to keep it pushing, keep it going, leave me alone. Bye. He wanted to keep it going. He wanted to keep pushing my buttons. Nah, homeboy. You picked the wrong one. I was raised that if you don't push back, you get run over. I've been through too much in my life that'll turn people's hair gray. I got some. Look, y'all. There it is. There it is. Y'all know I do. I've lived enough and done enough in my lifetime to last people 3 or 4 lifetimes. I've survived a lot. I am a survivor. But I will be damned if I let any man, grown man, talk to me like I'm a piece of dirt under his boot. I'm not the one, baby. I'm not the one. I may let it drop. Don't know. But I want to tell you people why I'm so upset about this. This person had the nerve and the gall and the balls to call me by a certain name, implying that I'm a drug addict and a whore. You better back that up. Back it up. I'm putting it out on blast, and I'm putting you out on blast. You know who you are. Your daughter subscribes to my channel. Watch it. I will not name your name, but you know who you are. You ever insult me like that, there will be consequences. I am not a drug addict, and I am not a whore. You ever imply that again, I swear to God, there will be consequences. I'm not threatening you. I'm promising you. I'm not going to come at you physically. I'm not even going to come at you mentally. I'm going at you legally. That's what I'm going to do. It's called defamation of character, fool. How's that? I'm not a cop caller. I'm a lawyer caller. What? Lawsuit. I'm putting you on blast. You ever imply that again in front of my children? In front of my children. You better hope I swing first. Because you ever imply again that I'm a whore and a drug addict, oh, you better hope I don't call my lawyer. Because I will get it on film from now on. I'm a YouTuber. I won't put you on my channel, no. But I will give the films, videos to the lawyers. Please. I stepped to you. I was woman enough to step to you. And then you wanted to imply that I'm a drug addict and a whore? By calling me that certain name? Who do you think I am? Do you actually think I'm gonna let that drop? No, honey, no. No. Stay away from me. If you know what's good for you, stay away from me. Keep your family away from me. I am not and will never be a whore. A whore cheats and lies on her husband. I don't lie on my husband. I love him to death. I will die for him. I will die for my children. Don't you ever forget that. You leaving in the house, child fool, just so you can go drink. Everybody knows it. What? Tell me I'm a liar. No, I'm not telling names. That's respect. You know who you are. I respect your wife. I'll give her the shirt off my back. I will forever be her friend. But you, son, I'm letting you know now. Don't cross me. I understand now. Let me say something, and I'm going to put it out there. And yes, these people are right. People stepped in between me and him. He's over here calling me out my name, implying stuff. And they're saying to me, these are just words, these are just words. But you don't understand something. From a standpoint, if people believed, the people who were out there watching the whole situation go down, if people believed the one word that he said, my children could be snatched away from me. Just by one phone call. I am in no way, shape, or form what he implied I am. Then they tell me I shouldn't have been stepping to a man. Okay. Most likely people are right with that, but you have to understand how I grew up and a good part of my adult life. I had to fight back. I had to. In my childhood, I had to fight against family members beating me up, beating me down, trying to smother me to the point of I was almost non-existent. I tried to off myself several times, and I have the scars to prove it. Yeah, I am. How did the doctor put it? And I'll show you paperwork if you want to see. I've been diagnosed as manic depressive suicidal. I've tried to kill myself. I've tried to off myself. Am I proud of it? Nah. Not proud of it. Because if I would have offed, I wouldn't have the beautiful family I have now. I wouldn't have the blessings that I have now. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I didn't leave. But the other part is my adult life. Let's move on to my adult life. I've been in relationships where I've been beaten down mentally, emotionally, and most importantly, physically. Okay? My mentality now is swing first, ask questions later. Yeah, that's how I am. The last person to lay a hand on me got sent to the hospital. Because I planted his face in a wall. Not one of these drywalls. No. A brick wall. Was I charged? No. It was investigated fully. And I wasn't charged because it was self-defense. This person grabbed me by the hair, and I was romantically involved with this person. Grabbed me by the hair and proceeded to beating me in the face and neck, screaming at the top of his lungs he was going to kill me. And if I hadn't found that little ounce of strength inside of me to fight back and say, no, you will not hurt me ever again, and I will not be hurt ever again, he probably would have killed me. But he didn't. He ended up having to have reconstructive surgery on his face and charged for domestic violence and attempted murder. So, with that happening in my life, I vowed to myself I would never, ever let somebody walk all over me again. And I've taught my children that. My children are emotional, and I get that. But don't expect me to back down from you. Now let's get into the mental part of this. I was fine. I really was. I was fine. Angry. But some friends talked me into having some fun time last night. I don't know if y'all can see, but my eyes are still swollen from crying. I we have the pool set up and everything. So we decided we were going to have some fun in the pool last night. Went swimming, dunked each other under the water, you know, stuff like that, just to ease the tension in the environment, you know? And it worked. And I was happy for a long time after this incident. And God bless my friends. I really do. God bless them because they deserve it. They deserve all the blessings in the world for helping me get my mind straight in that time frame. But it was when I went to bed and when things started going through my head. Now, everybody has this problem. You go to bed and you start going over things of the day. And that incident went through my head. And that name that he called me had so many implications. Drug addict, whore. I started crying, y'all. And then you know this now, I started crying. I lost it. And I'm about to lose it now. And I'm trying to hold my cool. I really am. But it had so many implications because of the neighborhood I live in. The name he was calling me, this person, was known on the street. And this person no longer lives here, but was known on this street. And I'm tired. This name I got called has so many implications. If people really wanted to believe this man, which I understand nobody will, but still, it hurts me in my soul because if people wanted to believe this man, my children could be taken from me. And my world revolves around my family. That is my world. And it's one thing to talk about me. I don't care what you say about me. But don't make accusations that could hurt my family in the long run. And that's what this person did. He made accusations about me that could hurt my family in the long run. And I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to go after this man physically. No. People were right. I'm a woman. I shouldn't step to a man. You're right. But I can't help that in my day and age, the cards that I was dealt made me into who I am. So please understand. I may be crazy. I may be a psychopath. But there are reasons behind what I do. I told myself I wouldn't cry. Look, y'all, I'm crying. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's something that people need to understand about me. Let you guys see something of me that very little people see. Not make it public. I don't appreciate it. And I appreciate the people who stepped to me and said, stop. Stop. You're stepping to a man. You're wrong in that instance, in that part of the situation. I was wrong. Yes, I was. And I thank those people who stepped to me and tried to clear my mind enough to see what I was doing. But understand something. I don't let people talk down about me. In that instance, if people didn't know me, if people didn't know who I am, any person could pick up the phone and say they had a fear for my children, and somebody would come and try to snatch my kids because of those implications, and I would have to do all kinds of stuff to get my kids back. Am I going to extremes on this? Kinda, sorta, yeah. Yes, I am, and I'm not gonna lie about it. But understand where I'm coming from. This man inferred that I was these things. Nah. In no way, shape, or form am I those things. Give me another tissue because I'm not gonna wipe my eyes with the tissue I just used on my nose. That's just gross, y'all. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna step to him physically. I'm gonna try my best to stay away from him. But from now on, if the man comes near me, you better believe I'm gonna hit record on my phone. And I will record everything he says to me. And I will hand every bit of video or audio that I have to my lawyers. And I will let my lawyers build that case. I'm done. I'm done. This is Janine after that situation. I'm broke down. My facade is got a huge crack in it. I've got to do my best to patch that up. Those 3 situations that I just listed, including the last one. The last one was the biggest. But those 3 situations put this crack in my facade. I take medication, not for depression. I quit on that a long time ago. Believe me, it was causing me more physical pain than mental pain, mental relief. You know what I'm saying? So, Again, not going to use the tissue that I just used on my nose. That's gross. You don't put snot near your eyes. I use medication because oh, about 5 years ago, I was complaining about severe back pain. And my doctors didn't believe me. They thought that I just wanted drugs to get high. Finally, a doctor said, no. You know what? Before I make that assumption, I'm going to send you for tests, x-rays, MRIs. And I went for an MRI first and foremost. And a week later, I got called into my doctor, and all they said was, you need a pain management doctor. And I said, why? And he just, this was the doctor that inferred that all I wanted was drugs. He says, no, you need a pain management doctor. Here's your referral, get out. Wouldn't apologize to me, wouldn't say that he was wrong. Just gave me a referral to a pain management doctor and told me to keep it trucking. Okay. I went to this pain management doctor and he told me exactly what this doctor saw on my MRI. I had 3 of my discs burst, rupture in my lower back. They're no longer in existence. I have my lower back. I have no discs. It's bone against bone. And because of the rupture in my disc, there's a liquid or gel inside of those discs that cushion your vertebra. They're like shock absorbers, if you will. And that liquid or gel or whatever it is, when my vertebra burst or ruptured, as it was put to me, because it was so long before people would listen to me, it damaged the nerve bundles that come out of your spinal cord and go into your legs. So they're damaged. If I don't take my nerve blockers or my painkillers, it feels like God is shooting lightning bolts into my legs. And because of this, I have severe pain in my legs. Let me show y'all. This is my knee. This is a direct effect of my back. I was putting so much strain onto my knees that I tore my ACL tendon. The doctor said that my ACL was non-existent, that it wasn't there, that they could tell that there was a tear, but it must have been, the tissue must have dissolved, or I can't think of the word. Disintegrated, thank you. And it was non-existent. So this is the scar right here. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. And there are other scars, pinhole scars along my knee. They had to go in and they had to transplant a cadaver tendon into my knee so I could have an ACL in my leg. They also had to repair my meniscus. I don't have it handy. It's downstairs right now. One of these days, I will show you my knee brace. There are knee braces my husband has that are made for him that sometimes I use, and I'm not going to lie, I use them. It's because of that injury. I have so many medical problems. bad knee. Bad knee. Surgically repaired knee. Have a suspicion this knee will have to have surgery on it too. Every time I move, I feel vertebra touching vertebra. It's painful. Nerve damage that sends lightning bolts down my legs. I'm lucky most days that I don't have to use my cane or my walker to get around. Because of the nerve blockers, I don't take my painkillers during the day because I have kids. I refuse to be zombied out or become dependent on my painkillers. I only take them at night so I can sleep, and most of the time they don't work. But I have to take those nerve blockers, and they are not addictive. Look it up. Neurontin. WebMD, it'll tell you exactly what they are. Neurontin and gabapentin is the generic name for Neurontin. I am in pain 24/7. Most days, I'm happy that I don't need my cane to walk. I'm lucky that I don't need my cane to walk. But on those days where I need my cane or a walker just to go to the bathroom, you people ought to be blessed and feel blessed that you don't go through what I go through. And for somebody to call me a drug addict because I take my pills to relieve my pain. I'm telling you again, I'm not going after him physically. I will not. I will take the advice that people gave to me in that situation and after. But if he ever reverses it again, he's going to find himself on the wrong side of a courtroom. Because I will. I will film it all. And he will lose everything. Do not take me for a fool. Don't you ever again say that about me. Ever. I will leave you alone, and you leave me alone if you know what's good for you. Stay away from me.
Ow, that was weird.
Sorry. And don't ever imply that about me again. Covering my last name because I don't want y'all to know it. There's my painkiller. There's my first name, Janine. There's my painkiller.
On there, her address.
So it's on there.
Oh well.
Not all of it, but there's my gabapentin. Generic for Neurontin. 600 milligram tablets. And here is my nortriptyline. That's my nortriptyline. Also known as Pamelor. I am not a drug addict. I take medicine. There's a difference. You drunkard. You damn drunkard. I don't care.
I don't care anymore. Step to me again. You're going on film. You're going on audio. And then you're going to court. I'm not playing with you no more. For everybody else, I'm going to end this because frankly, I got my child here looking at me, and no, matter of factly, no, I want to show you something else. I don't have my, here, come here. Hold this for me just right there. I don't have my blood pressure meds. I should have had my blood pressure meds.
You don't
But I
have
do,
any right now.
no, but I do have a blood pressure cuff.
It's daddy's, but
Yeah, it's my husband's, but let me show you something. I'm putting it on right now. It's because you got a pimple.
no, now it's the other one. I can't hear out both of them. I have to pull
Okay,
the bottom of my
I'm
ear
gonna
out.
take my blood pressure, and then I'm gonna show you guys the results. How's that? I know I have, and I've been diagnosed with high blood pressure. No, I don't care.
He's gonna kill. He's gonna kill him.
No. And don't say names. I want to show. It's taking my blood pressure right now. Right now, it's working. Can y'all see that?
Why does it always make that noise?
Hold that. Hold us. Y'all see the numbers, right? It's gonna come up with my blood pressure soon. And just to show you I ain't faking, I'll even put it on the other arm. Now what's it?
108 over 173.
173 over 108. Okay. Now, what everybody is saying, what everybody will say is, oh, it's not accurate because you were moving your hand, blah, blah, blah. Okay, not a problem.
You could use $20,000.
I'm going to switch to the other arm. Come here, Cheyenne. Nurse Betty. There you go.
The other one,
Turn it towards the camera. Now hit it.
I've already hit it.
Again. There it goes. Now it's taking my blood pressure on the other arm.
Were you crying? Yes. Is 173
Shh.
over... Is 173 over 173 over 108 good for mommy?
No. It's not.
Cheyenne, here.
Hold it still. Hold it still. Hold it still. Leave it alone.
164 over 108.
Take it off, please. Goes to show you. I'm not playing. I take blood pressure medication because my blood pressure is high. Really high.
Just come on. Yeah.
So am I a pill popper? Am I a drug addict? Pill popper? Yes. but prescribed medication.
Careful.
Am I a drug addict? Do you need ask? Stupid question. So,
Q-tips.
I'm ending it. I'm done.
Do something for my ear.
Uh,
What?
leave your comments. Leave your comments. Twitter, Facebook, and now Instagram down below. For those of you who are in support of me, I love you to death. I really do. And I appreciate you. For those of you that gave me advice and tried to calm me down, I appreciate you and I respect you. And I always will. And I thank you. For everybody else, I love you to the moon and back. And I'll see you soon. Bye.